So our next method is laser level. A laser level is a control tool used in surveying and construction. A laser beam projector can be fixed to a tripod, which is then leveled according to the accuracy of the device. The device will project a fixed green or red beam along the horizontal or vertical axis. There are many different types of laser levels to consider when deciding to buy or hire. The most common levels are line and dot laser, grade lasers, and pipe lasers. Laser level can be used for several reasons and should be considered a much needed instrument for home use as well as in different industries. Uses vary from indoor application and outdoor application. Laser levels are used daily as the go-to tool for contractors when referencing plumb, level and square. There are different types of construction lasers are dot lasers, line laser and rotary lasers. Dot laser, which is also called as plumb lasers, line laser also called as line generators, and rotary laser levels. Self-leveling units offer a greater degree of accuracy. They work best when placed on the surface that the user determines is close to level. You can use a bubble vial to manually level the unit before the unit's self-leveling mechanism takes over. The laser component hangs like a pendulum inside the level. Some indoor application of laser level include leveling floors, easily check the height of doors and windows, align shovels, cabinets, stream, etc., measuring distances between objects. Some outdoor applications of laser level include basic surveying, site layout, checking the elevation of land, and plumbing. Laser level were designed to speed up the setting up process in the workplace. Using this device is quick, easy and reliable. The accuracy over a long distance is far more superior to that of a simple spirit level, which is suitable for shorter distances but will give less accurate result for longer distance leveling. Here are some laser level accessories. First one is tripod. These are useful tool to have in the laser level world. It can help to provide a level flooring, making results more accurate. Laser line detector. These tools work alongside laser level and can provide acoustic or optical signals that make it easier to find laser lines. Batteries. Strong rechargeable batteries are beneficially, especially if laser level will going one on site. Some batteries offer up to 2-day continuous operation. Chargers. Laser level batteries are recyclable, so it is essential to carry a charger to make sure you can use it on site. Remote control. These products will allow you to adjust settings such as rotational speed, auto leveling, manual leveling, etc. remotely, and leveling staff, which ranging from E-type, barcoded, standard INVAR, and industrial INVAR. There are many leveling staffs to choose from to assist you with leveling. Our Nado fiberglass leveling staff is specially sturdy and durable and is ideal for leveling close to power lines and railways. Talking about construction equipment, the next part of this chapter, second part of this chapter, heavy construction equipment is used for various purposes in large projects. Selection of different types of heavy equipment depend on size of the work and economy of the project. This makes construction process easier and faster. So starting with earth moving equipment. Earth moving equipment is heavy equipment, typically heavy duty vehicle designed for construction operation which involves earthwork. They are used to move large amount of earth to dig foundation or landscaping and so on. 6 types of earth moving equipment are available in the market. Very first one is excavator. Excavator can be utilized over wheels or treads and are used most often to shovel dirt or lift heavy pieces of machinery. Backhoe loaders. bulldozers, steer loaders, motor graders, and trenchers. Excavating machine, any machine usually self powered that is used in digging or earth moving operation of some kind. The power shovel, bulldozer, and grader are examples of excavator. So let us start with skid and crawler loaders. Skid steer loaders are among the most versatile machines available in the construction industry. They are small and nimble and can turn within their own footprint, just like a tank, making them ideal for work in confined spaces or in areas where construction activity has been finalized. Skid steer loaders are wheel driven and often offer good traction in snow and mud. The wheels also minimize soil compaction and damage to finished areas. These handly loaders come in a few different sizes and can be outfitted with a variety of attachment to perform digging, drilling, compacting, log rafting, snow blowing, jackhammering, and other tasks. As the name suggests, these are tire mounted small size machines which can skid on their own axis and therefore are higher applicable in space constrained construction sites. The tread pattern used in their tires ensures that they have minimal impact on finished construction sites and that they limit soil compaction. These machines provide a good grip on snow as well as mud. Most skid steer loaders commonly available in the market can be retrofitted with different attachment and can be used for a wide range of applications such as moving mud or snow, excavation work, compacting soil, drilling holes, lifting loads, etc. A crawler loader is a cross between an excavator and a backhoe or bucket loader. Its track gives it excellent stability, and its versatile bucket make it useful for moving soil and debris and for loading material onto trucks. Crawler loaders are also used for excavation on relatively small projects. For larger scale work, a hydraulic excavator is often used instead of a crawler loader. Loaders are used in construction site to load the material onto dumpers, trucks, etc. The materials may be excavated soil, demolition waste, raw material, etc. A loader contains large size bucket at its front with shorter moving arm. Loader may be either tracked or wheeled. Wheeled loader are widely used in sites, while tracked or crawled loader are used in sites where wheeled vehicles cannot reach. Next one is trencher. Trencher are the earth moving machines which are used for digging trenches, typically to be used for piping, cabling, or drainage purposes. The material that has been dug up and deposited beside the trench by the conveyor system or trencher. Different types of trenchers are available which vary according to their applicability, construction requirement, or the sturdiness of the surface to be trenched. Trenchers generally are mounted either on tracks or on the wheels. Trenchers or trenching machine are used to excavate trenches in soil. These trenches are generally used for pipeline laying cable, drainage purposes, etc. Trenching machines are available in two types, namely chain trenchers and wheel trenchers. Chain trenchers contains a fixed long arm around which digging chain is provided. Wheel trencher contains a metal wheel with digging tooth around it to excavate hard soil layers. Wheel trenchers are more suitable. Both types of trenchers are available in tracked as well as wheeled vehicle forms. True to its name, a trencher is used to dig trenches, usually narrow trenches for piping and cabling. Trenchers come in many different types and sizes, from small walk behind versions to very large trenching machines that can cut into asphalt pavement and other hard surfaces. The trencher has a conveyor system that carries the excavated material and deposits it onto the ground next to the trench. Trenches can use different digging implements depending on the depth of the trench and material being excavated. Next one is scraper. A scraper can move dirt and aggregate quickly around a construction site and is used primarily for digging and leveling large area of land. Scraper are very large heavy equipment designed for open areas where they can run at high speed for cut and fill operations. Large self-propelled scrappers are called as motor scrappers. There are also smaller scrappers called as pulled scrappers that are pulled behind another vehicles. On any construction site, you will see a wide variety of heavy equipment, and one of the largest is scraper. While some machines you see on site, such as bulldozer and backhoe, tell you just what they are designed to do by their appearance. The scraper with the upfront cab pulling a large wagon does not give anything away. Within that large heavy wagon section of any scraper is a gated front with a blade at the bottom. With the gate open, the blade scrapes up material as the machine moves forward, forcing the excavated material into the wagon itself until it is filled. The gate is then closed and the scraper can transport that material away to be disposal of. If you imagine a carpenter's plane as sheaves of wood, that is the best way to describe how scraper operates. Wheel tractor scrapers are the earth moving equipment used to provide flattened soil surface through scraping. Front part contains wheel tractor vehicle, rear part contains scrapping arrangements such as horizontal front blade, conveyor belt and soil collecting hopper. When the front blade is lowered onto the ground and vehicle is moved, the blade starts digging the soil above the blade level and the soil excavated is collected in hopper through conveyor belt. When the hopper is full, the rear part of raised from the ground and hopper is unloaded at soil dump yard. The scraper is a large piece of equipment which is used in mining, construction, agriculture and other earth moving applications. The rear part has a vertically movable hopper, also known as the bowl, with the sharp horizontal frontage. The hopper can be hydraulically lowered and raised. When the hopper is lower, the front edge cuts into the soil or clay like a plane and fills the hopper. When the hopper is full, it is raised and closed with the vertical blade known as the apron. The scraper can transport its load to the fill area where the blade is raised and the back panel of the hopper or the ejector is hydraulically pushed forward and load tumbles out. So talking about configuration, it has open bowl, usually required a push cat bulldozer or similar to assist in loading. Second one is elevating scraper, self loading, as it is uses an elevator to load material, requires no push cat. Tandem scraper, separate tractor and scraper engine provides better traction in steep or slippery areas. A push cat is required except when loading loose materials. Tandem push pull concentrates the combined horsepower of two such machines onto one cutting edge. The push pull attachment allows two individual scrapers to act as a self loading system, typically loading both machines in a less than a minute, one after the other. Auger uses vertically mounted auger in the bowl to pull material upward, and last one is pull type scraper uses agricultural tractor, articulated dump track or bulldozer to pull. Pull type scrappers can be utilized individually or 2 or 3 units can be pulled behind a single tractor. Our next vehicle is wheel loading shovel. Wheel loading shovel is a vehicle attached with shovel designed to perform heavy duty tasks in earthwork and in construction operations. This shovel has specific capabilities to accomplish the loading task depending upon various sizes, tasks and design requirements. This wheel loader is furnished as skid steer payloader, bucket loader, skip loader, and wheel loader. It is used to transfer material from one place to another. It is equipped with a front mounted bucket which is supported by boom structure. For lifting, it loads the material into the bucket by forward motion of the machine. After lifting the material, it transports the materials to its respective destination. The growth of the wheeled loading shovels market is driven by innovations and development in construction equipment market. However, high cost of wheel loading shovels machinery as compared to the loading machinery hinders the market growth. On the contrary, rapid growth in the construction and mining sector in Asia Pacific region, specifically in countries such as China and India, due to favorable government investment and economic growth, is expected to offer lucrative opportunities for a market. The global wheel loading shovel is segmented on the basis of type, net operating power, type of bucket, end user, and region. Based on type, the market is segmented into four front loader, backhoe loader, compact loader, armored wheel loader, and others like electric rope shovels, skid loaders, track loaders, swing loaders, and others. On the basis of net operating power, the market is categorized into 2040 HP, 4080 HP, that is horsepower, 80120 HP, 120 HP, and 160 HP and above. By types of bucket, it is classified into wedge bottom bucket, flat bottom bucket, backhoe bucket, demolition bucket, excavating bucket, and others, high dump bucket, multi-purpose bucket, waste handling bucket, wood chip bucket, and others. The key players that operating in market include Caterpillar, Hitachi Limited, Dire and Company, Kawasaki Heavy Industries Limited, JCB, Komatsu Limited, Larsen and Turbo Limited, and New Holland Construction. The key benefits are: the study provides an in-depth analysis of the global wheel loading shovel industry along with the current and future trends to elucidate, eliminate investment information about key drivers, restraint opportunities, and their impact analysis on the market has been provided. Porter 5 forces analysis illustrates the potency of buyers and suppliers that operates in the industry. The quantitative analysis of global wheel loading shovel market from 2070 to 2025 has been provided to determine the market potential. Next are advanced plastering machine. General description of the project is given as quick plastering of wall automatically by pumping the cement mix from funnel and plaster it on wall in vertical and horizontal movement using microcontroller by controlling the stepper motor. It is cost effective and reduces human effort. The cement mix, which is poured in a funnel, is pumped using centrifugal pump to a hooper. Inside the hooper there will be a gear pump which pumps the cement mix as an output to wall through the cylinder silt. The cement mix which come out will be captured by the metal plate and it forcibly sticks to the wall. The cement mix will be punched by metal plate using roller. The stuck cement mix will also be smuggled using metal plate and rollers. To make this and automation, we interface the sensors to detect cement flow, the stepper motor for the movement of the header unit in rail guides, and the AC motor to control the flow with microcontroller. Here we can give the vertical and horizontal distances as the input for the movement of header. Advanced plastering machine, innovative machine is unique and perhaps one kind of automated plastering machinery ideally suitable for the construction building industry. It works with conventional cement mortar, which brings it to a smooth, flat finish with variable and adjustable thickness to suit each application. It can plaster the wall automatically by moving up and down in vertical direction. It can be plastered by one time in vertical direction. The thickness of the ash gypsum salari can be adjusted. It has special design for adjusting the thickness of plastering, salari and cement mix. It has two rails for rising and moving automatically. Therefore, it can be used for different height and width of the wall. It has large capacity hooper and you can put the ash lime gypsum in it one time. It has microcontroller for controlling the motor to automatic extent of cement flow and to automatic movement of hopper for cement discharge plastering. It is easy to operate, one or two person can operate, easy to move without removing any parts of the machine, and there are wheels under the machine for easy movement. Here are applications. Automated plastering machine is unique and perhaps one kind of automated plastering machinery ideally suitable for the construction and building industry. Automated plastering machine work with conventional cement mortar, which bring it to a smooth flat finish with variable and adjustable thickness to suit each application. Automated plastering machine makes rendering easier, faster and effortless as compared to manual application. This idea can also further enhanced by interfacing LCD display and keypad for making the process without external source. This time and money saving machine keeps up with the ever changing world of building automation. Next one is bridge launcher. The bridge launcher is the equipment that places the perform beam into the prefabricated pier. The bridge machine belongs to the crane category because its main function is to lift the beam and then support it to the position and then put down, but it is very different from the general sense of crane. The requirement of the harsh condition and the existence of the beam on the line are called as vertical shift. So application range of this bridge launcher. The bridge launcher is designed for highway and railway. According to the situation of present railway, with less upgrade, more bridges and tunnels were connected to closely. Our company designed and manufactured the new box girder bridge launched with double girder. It is mainly used for hoisting or concrete girder in bridge construction of general railway and highway. So here are some major features, advantages, main features. According to the user's demand, the new type bridge girder erection machine which integrates carrying with erecting its design. The feature is the machine can accomplish the girder carrying with erecting at the same time. The machine can erect 4 pieces of girder with another 2 cranes one day, saving construction cycle. And another advantages is if the concrete girder is between the two piers, just exchange the front and rear legs. It can continue to work, no extra assembly, shortening construction period. Next types of equipment, that is third part of this chapter, is material handling equipments. Material handling equipment is a mechanical equipment used for movement, storage, control and protection of material, goods and products throughout the process of manufacturing, distribution, consumption and disposal. The different types of handling equipment can be classified into 4 major categories: transport equipment, positioning equipment, unit load formation equipment and storage equipment. So let us start with cranes. A wide range of different types of cranes can be used for construction projects as a mean for lifting and movement materials and other buildings elements from place to place. Cranes can range from a simple rope pulley to a tower crane fixed to the top of the skyscraper. A launching gantry is a special purpose mobile gantry crane used in bridge construction. It is used to install precast box girders in highway and high speed rail bridges. A launching gantry, described also by other terms including beam launcher, girder launcher, bridge building crane, and bridge building machine. A crane is a type of machine generally equipped with a hoist rope, wire ropes or chain, and sheaves that can be used both to lift and lower materials and to move them horizontally. It is mainly used for lifting heavy things and transporting them to other places. The choice of crane for a particular site will be depend on a number of different factors including types of load that need to be lifted, the height and horizontal distance that need to be covered, the radius of the swing, the time period of the lifting operation, the utilization factor, the degree of mobility required, the type of plant that will be used in conjunction with the crane. Crane be classified as mobile crane, static crane, and tower crane. So starting with uh, mobile crane. Mobile cranes can be moved within the site, giving them great flexibility. They can be either mobile wheel, truck mounted, or track mounted, or gantry based. So let us start with mobile wheel cranes. Mobile wheel cranes are mounted on the wheel chassis with stabilizers that can be used when lifting to prevent movement. Generally, crane is controlled and driven by the operator inside the cab. The slaving ring beneath the cab allows for 360-degree turning circle, and the booms extend upward supported by suspension ropes. Lifting capacity is tends to vary from 3 to 50 tons, generally around 10 tons. Speed limits apply depending on the type of vehicle and road. Mobile wheeled cranes are commonly used for moving moderately heavy loads, equipments, and other plants in good yards or storage areas. Next are truck mounted cranes. Truck mounted cranes are mounted on the truck or lorry specially adapted to carry and increase load. The load can be driven from the front cab as a conventional vehicle as well as having additional control for a lattice mast or telescopic boom which extend in sections. Fly jib attachment can be used to increase lifting height. Lifting capacity can vary from 5 to 2000 ton, generally 35 to 100 ton being used. Speed limit applied depending upon the type of vehicle and road. At the time of crane is very transportable, has a short site preparation time. They are commonly used for short hire period. Next are gantry cranes. These are track mounted crane. Track mounted cranes are mounted on a diesel powered crawler unit together with a lattice mast that can accommodate a fly jib attachment with additional lifting ropes to allow for better site coverage. They can move at low speed around site but need to be transported to and rigged on the side. Lifting capacity is 5 to 30 tons. Average speed is usually not exceed than 2 km per hour. The flexibility of this crane is the main advantage as it can be adapted to act as the drag line with the addition of the winch drum at the front. Next one is gantry crane, also known as portal crane. Gantry cranes typically consist of two A-frame connected by a lattice cross member which studies the work area. The lifting gear is suspended from the horizontal cross member and can move along on it on rails. On small gantry crane, the A frame is wheel mounted, whereas larger crane are mounted on powered bogies that run on rail tracks. Larger cranes tend to have the lifting gear mounted with a driving cab on the cross member. Then lifting capacity, small gantry crane have 10 ton capacity, but larger version can lift up to 100 tons. This form of crane is commonly used to repetitive work on low to medium rise developments or in stock yards to move equipment and materials. Static cranes, despite having a similar appearance to traditional tower crane, static cranes differed in the lattice must is mounted on the slaving ring, meaning that the whole tower rotates from one fixed position. They are fitted with a luffing jib which can be raised through 90 degree from horizontal with a trolley and the hoist block that can move along the length of the jib. Lifting capacity, this will be depending upon the length of the jib, the position of to which the jib is raised, and the position of the hoist block along the length. Static cranes tends to be used for low capacity lifting and are beneficial in that they tend to allow for a closer approach to face of a building. And last one is tower crane. Tower cranes are familiar sight on most construction projects. Tower cranes operates are capable of seeing most of the lifting machines. Most of the lifting operation from the cab, although a banksman is required at a ground level both for overseeing the loading of the crane and for issuing signals and guidance to the operator. They are usually assembled and erected on site with a horizontal or loafing jib. Common features of tower crane is lattice sectionalized tower, jib which is typically 25-meter long fitted with precast concrete counterweight blocks, access ladder housed within the tower or attached to an outside face, stay rods and support frame, cab at the top of the tower in which an operator sits, slaving ring which allows the rotation of the jib, trolleys and hoist block which can move along the length of the jib. Tower cranes come a number of different forms: self-supporting static, supporting static, traveling or rear mounted and climbing.